Breaking news late today in this Trump org criminal probe we've been covering. The New York Times wrote the story and multiple sources also speaking to NBC News. And here it is. The Manhattan DA expected to indict the entire Trump organization as soon as next week. This is a rapid escalation. The first public reporting the prosecutors were close to charging Donald Trump's company itself coming today, although we've had a lot of other clues leading up to this. The report in the New York Times also refers to CFO Alan Weisselberg, who we've been covering. The district attorney's office has informed Trump's lawyers, the Times reports, that it's considering criminal charges against the entire company. This is in connection with at least, quote, fringe benefits that are awarded a top executive. Now, that's not all. The Times and NBC reporting this, but then on the Trump side, they're not contesting it. They're not debating it. Take a look at this. Trump's legal team confirming late today in a written statement that they did indeed meet with the DA prosecutors yesterday, and the Trump lawyers also expect charges against the company. For his part, we want to report that Trump and the organization deny any wrongdoing. Now, this news that DA Vance could indict the company, well, this doesn't come out of thin air. There have been signs we've been reporting on right here on the beat. Now, Vance had tapped a mob prosecutor to work on the case, showing that they weren't just waiting out the clock. Prosecutors looking at all sorts of ways to squeeze, including indicting potentially the entire company. And we've reported right here on the beat that indicting the entire company is in the DA's toolbox. Prosecutors are scrutinizing and probing the Trump organization the same way they have mafia organizations. The DA could indict all of Trump organization. Like Vance's other do-overs, he could go farther and try to indict the Trump org or indict its staff, which is a big deal.
Given the policy, given all the considerations, no reason not to charge the Trump organization.
Even if Donald Trump himself is not ever indicted, there is another way that prosecutors can actually indict the entire Trump org. There you have it. We're showing you the reporting because sometimes what seems familiar has actually just been reported out as a legal path. In this case, starting in early June, we started to pull on this thread here on the beat, explaining how you could indict an entire company without indicting maybe Donald Trump himself. And given all of the issues of the unprecedented prospect of indicting a former president, this could, according to the DA, be a middle ground. The Trump lawyers today saying it's extreme. They view it as totally unfair. So what we were telling you about in early June, and again last week with Cy Vance's protege, Dan Alonzo, is now, according to NBC News and the New York Times, it's what's about to happen. Now, the charges could also go beyond this fringe benefit issue. We know the DA has looked at bank fraud, financial deceit, and tax fraud. And if prosecutors do indict the entire company, if they won, well, that could bankrupt the entire Trump organization. And Donald Trump is the Trump organization. It could bankrupt him, again, in a deeper way than the past corporate bankruptcies he's gotten out from under. Now, to indict Trump org, there are guidelines. Prosecutors have to show a broader pattern of activity, not just a single crime within the company. The DA's office has this internal memo that we told you about. It lays out how prosecutors decide on whether to indict a whole company. There's federal and local rules on this. That 11-year-old memo, as I mentioned, was written by the former chief assistant DA under Cy Vance, Dan Alonzo.